So again, do you know why you're here?
In today's video, we're going to see how when someone believes they will be able to easily fool the police, they end up telling unbelievable stories. These stories are so poorly thought out that sometimes they even have difficulty keeping track of the details. On July 12, 2020, a 911 call was made by Candace Jimdar, saying that she had just run away from her husband after he had beaten her. Responders found her with various wounds all over her body, and Jimdar said that at one point she had lost consciousness. When asked who had injured her, she said it was her husband, actor Bryshere Gray. Police were able to locate Gray the next day and bring him in for questioning.
Yes, so Candace is my best friend. She lives with me. She goes through things, some mental issues.
Right away, Gray tries to set up an altered reality. Jimdar isn't just a friend, she is his wife. While some married couples choose not to use such terms, Jimdar very specifically refers to him as her husband. So this is a little odd. The second point of interest is that he is trying to establish that she is mentally ill. By doing this, he's hoping to invalidate anything she might say. Since it is a favorite tactic of abusers, it only makes him more suspicious when coupled with her physical injuries.
Emotional issues that I look over. Sometimes I'd say she can stay in the house. Sometimes she goes to her friend Laura's house that she stays in Phoenix. So she's been staying with me for a while. She tried to commit suicide twice, and we have an open relationship as well. So I allow her to have like a boyfriend because I'm really busy. So Mark, the guy that I allow her to talk to because she allows me to talk to other girls.
The open relationship is also a lie. Evidence was found on his phone that he was seeing other women, which Jimdar had confronted him with, causing their fight. In an open relationship, she would have known about the other women, and it wouldn't have been an issue.
I guess they got into an argument or whatever. I was at my friend's house playing football, and then I get a call that there's cops outside of my house, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. This open relationship can't work there. It's a couple days prior, she was trying to kill herself. A girl texted my phone, and she's like, I thought you wasn't gonna text me with girls and blah blah blah. And I videotaped her. She had sharp scissors, and she was about to kill herself. And she had about 2 episodes this week. And I think, the first time she had the scissors, I had to grab the scissors from her. So she had a bruise on her leg. That's all that, from the situation when I took the scissors. That's all she had was a bruise. She might have bit her lip. Her lip was busted, and that was it. So she had injuries for she had old injuries for about like 2 to 3 days.
Here you go, sir.
So today she's been with Mark, and I've been with my friends. I don't know what they got into. When I got back, it was...
Okay, I'm trying to, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to understand because, you gave him a different bottle?
Yeah.
You didn't open this? Oh, okay. I'm trying to understand the big picture here, and like I said, I don't know who all are involved, but you're mentioning some other folks.
Yeah.
You're mentioning Mark.
Yeah.
So let me see if I understand this.
Yeah.
What's the young lady's name?
Candace.
Spell that.
CANDIC.
So let me see if and just to bring my partner up to speed. So you're saying Candace is your friend?
Best friend.
Your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
Yeah. In a way.
Lawfully married, like
we didn't go down we didn't go down the aisle. We just got legally married in Miami.
So you're married.
Legally married, yeah.
You're legally married. Okay. So it's your wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like marriage certificate.
We don't say that. We young. We like, that's my girl.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have a marriage certificate with her.
I don't have it.
When pressed, Gray admits that she is her wife, but he still prefers to call her things like my girl. Doing so makes the relationship seem less serious and probably makes it easier for him to justify cheating on her.
You got one at some point.
No.
So legally, you're not married.
Maybe not.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he said
It doesn't matter. I'm just okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're just trying to understand the picture.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you mentioned that you both have an open relationship. Explain that.
we have an open relationship. She allows me to talk to other girls. You know, it's girls that we want to talk to me. She say, you know, you can talk to them. And I say, okay, if you meet somebody, if I trust them and I meet him, you can talk to him. So she's been talking to this guy named Mark. And I don't know what happened tonight, but I know a couple days prior she had a bruise on her leg. She bit her lip because she was trying to kill herself. That I videotaped her on my phone. My phone's dead, but one of you guys got it. I wanted to show you that. And then after that, tonight was just, I got calls from my friends, say, "There's cops outside your house." I thought about not coming to the house, but I was like, it's my house, why? You know, so I just showed up and tried to tell them what went on.
So
You guys already go through.
yeah.
Okay.
So you so you're saying Mark was at the house?
Yes.
Okay. Mark lived in that area?
I'm not sure.
So she would know where Mark lives. Is that right?
She
would know. She would be able to tell us who Mark is.
I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why I'm here. So I'm saying, like, what was she saying? What did she say to you guys?
Well, I haven't spoken to her. That's why I'm trying to talk to you.
Did she go to the hospital and say, Bryshere Gray, my husband? I don't think she did that. I think she went to the
Well,
hospital.
the information that I have is somewhat limited, but I was told that she's your wife. So that's what I'm trying to clarify.
This is what happened. It's like, this is my T-shirt,
Yeah.
but that's not my crime. You know, I think I don't want to get her in trouble because I don't want to get her deported. She doesn't have a green card, and that's my best friend. So whatever our relationship is, it's my fault why it even happened. So that's kind of why, you know. But what she would say is she needs to get treatment. So whoever asked her that question, who did that to you? I don't know what she said.
Okay.
But that guy doesn't have a phone. You know, he just shows up. You know, she hits him up on IG.
Mark seems pretty convenient. He's supposedly there around the time of the assault, and Gray has no idea who he really is or where to find him. This sets the tone for Gray's whole interview. He supposedly has facts and is willing to be forthcoming, but when asked about any details, he slides away from giving a straight, coherent answer.
Instagram, he comes over. That's it.
This Mark person.
Smart person.
Have you ever met Mark?
I met him about twice.
What does he look like?
Brown skin. He like mixed with white a little bit. Black. More so black.
I've never met you before. You have never met me before.
No.
But
Never.
one of the things I give credit to individuals who are honest.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm not trying to judge you in any way, but then if I had to make judgment of who you are, it's going to be based on my interactions with you.
Okay.
Right?
But I haven't ate either. So my body, my head connected to the body.
Right.
This is only one head. I'm trying to have a baby. There's a lot going on internally, so it's just, you know. I know you're trying to eat through it. You're sharking through, but I'm just letting you know what really happened. And you know, I have a career. I'm an artist. I have a lot of things to lose. To be putting myself in situations like that, I would separate myself before we fight. We have plenty of arguments, you know, verbal. And I talked to her mom on the phone. Her mom was saying, you know, just talk to the cops. I was like, well, you know, George Floyd, and you know what's going on. I don't know if I want to go back to the house because what if they put a knee and arrest me? But it wasn't like that.
Right.
So,
That's good.
Her mom was like, she loves you. Whatever she's going through, I just need to fix it, stop the arguments, and that's it. But I believe whatever happened that night with Mark, she needed to get treatment. She didn't want to tell me. She didn't want to talk to me about it. She just went somewhere, and she's from Trinidad, so she really don't speak clear English. So you really don't understand her sometimes. So it's like, she could say something, you'd be like, huh? Hospital? Okay, hospital. You take her to the hospital, and then she's like, who did this? Who did this? Somebody screaming at her, who did this? And you know, I don't know what she said to, because she doesn't want to get in trouble.
So
she feel like I can save her.
Just so I understand.
Which I will.
Just so I understand.
Which
I know I missed some, so forgive me.
No, you was here the whole time.
Okay. So this thing with Mark happened what night?
The last night.
Last night. Okay. And I'm to understand that you were involved in any incident situation she got into last night.
No. We were all good. She cooked. Let me tell you, she cooked chicken, rice, and mashed potatoes. I ate 2 plates of that.
Okay, what time was this ish?
This was about 2 o'clock. 4, and then around 4, she like, let's have sex.
So around what time?
4 o'clock.
In the evening?
Evening. She's
Okay.
like, you know, I'm in the pool. She's like, let's have sex. I'm like, okay. Let me.
Who else was at the house?
Let me get in the shower. Blah blah blah. I gotta take a poop.
Okay.
And we had sex. Went to my friend's house. Then she called Mark over. He didn't see something he liked. That's why I got that F1 Savannah cat in there. But he's still a kitten. And I don't know what happened.
Okay. So I want to make sure I understand you. Because in your mind it's landing, it's making sense. I wasn't there, so I just want to make sure I'm clear. I don't want to misunderstand you.
Right.
So you guys, around 2 or 4, ate dinner. She wanted to have sex.
Okay.
Who else was at the house with you two?
Just us 2, maybe. But a friend popped in just to give me some CBD. Left right up.
One of your friends or her friends?
My friends.
Okay, just like he showed up for a second and left?
Yeah.
What time was this ish?
Right before I left, like 4:35.
Okay. And then you left the house.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had sex.
Mm-hmm.
You left the house.
Yeah.
And you went to a friend's house.
Yeah.
With did you walk to a friend's house?
I walked like to the park where the theater, the school right there, around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to disclose his location, but
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you were there with your friend. Did you guys go anywhere, or did you stay at his house?
I kind of just passed out at his house, and then once like 5 o'clock, my phone was dead. We would start working out.
5 o'clock yesterday evening?
Morning.
5 o'clock this morning.
5 o'clock this morning. My phone was dead, and I was just what was I doing? We started playing football.
Okay.
We started playing catch, you know, running around, and my phone turned on. They like, cops at your house, cops at your house. What happened? What happened? I'm like, oh
Who was that from?
Neighbors.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't call anybody. You guys, I didn't call my mom, nobody.
Okay.
I just handled it on my own and say, whatever it is, I need to stop
Okay.
the relationship like that.
Okay, so you left around, I think you said probably around 4:30 or something from your house, where we were.
Mm-hmm.
That same house, okay.
4:30 p.m.
About 4:30 p.m. And you left your friend's house, and then you said you took your phone because you're getting text messages. How many phones do you have?
One, and she has one, but she left that phone, I guess.
Okay, so you took your phone. Is that the one that the officer, when you walked up to the house, you had and that we have, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I had a video of her like this in the living room. She got a scissors. She's just like this. I'm like, don't do it. It's not that serious. We love each other.
Okay.
She dropped it once I had to tussle with her, but
Okay. So I want to clear the air so you understand.
Gray's claimed that he was out playing football with a friend for that long, and the text message from a neighbor don't really add up. Why would someone text him that the police were at his house? Why wouldn't they assume he was there too? And Gray can't resist bringing up the supposed precarious state of Jimdar's mental health.
We're not here to say what you did or didn't do. Our goal and our only goal is to find out what happened. Whether that is truthful from what you're telling us, or truthful from what she's saying, or Mark, or whoever else. That's our goal, is just to find out what happened, right?
right.
So we're going to do our best to line this out chronologically, like then this, then this, then this, and see kind of how the night went on. But just like you, I'm sure you hear something, if it doesn't make sense in your head, you're going to say, if it doesn't make sense in my head, it's probably because it doesn't make sense.
Right, that's what I'm throwing up in the car, because I'm like,
Sure.
everybody throws up when they don't have clarity about what's going on. It's just like, what the heck?
Okay. Yeah, and that's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna treat you with respect and everything. But we need to make sure everything works out, it lines up and makes sense. Otherwise, we can only assume that something's not making sense and somebody's not telling us the truth, right?
I believe it. She's from Trinidad, so anybody, if she's really beating, anybody looking at that is like, because this is U.S. They gonna be like, what the hell? What happened to you? And she's just like, my husband or my boyfriend, she's hurt, so she's trying to talk and she's trying to communicate.
So you think she told us that you did all that to her?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how it steered back to me. I don't know how, because I don't believe that she would say that to her mom.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Alright, so as Detective Hertenstein was telling you that we need to chronologically lay it out, meaning time-wise, make sure everything that makes sense, right? And
her mom she seen the video. She didn't want the cops to know about it because she didn't want her daughter to get sent away.
Okay.
So I tried to keep that video away. I didn't call the cops. That happened like a couple days ago.
Okay.
I didn't call the cops on her because I didn't want her to go to a place.
So let me ask you this. You went to your friend's house. What's that friend's name again?
John.
Your friend's house that lives in, where does that person live? In Australia, next to the school, you said?
Australia. Yeah.
His name is John?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were at John's house, you guys played football, right? And then someone called you and told you that police were at your house. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Who called you?
Neighbors, text messages.
Do you have that name saved anywhere?
No.
How do you know it was your neighbor?
Next door neighbor. I got a number one time for a battery for my golf cart.
Okay.
And she was saying the cops are outside.
Okay.
I called her. She was like, a lot of cops outside. I think they going through the house. And that's what made me like, oh my God, I got a Savannah cat. If the Savannah cat run out the front door, I lost out on $15K.
Right. So you mentioned that while you're at your friend's house, you got this call, right?
Yeah.
But you also told us that you had a scuffle.
Yes. Couple days prior to that, she tried to kill herself.
Okay, but you said tell me about that.
Yeah. So she always, that's what I said, she has like mental issues, like with girls texting me. We have an open relationship. A chick texts me on the phone, she might say, yes, I want to give you that B. I want to give you that. I might delete it and she still see it somehow.
If they have an open relationship, this interaction doesn't make sense. It does, however, tell us that Gray has a history of cheating, and it's something that has caused fighting in the past.
And then she starts, I thought you would stop cheating on me. I'm like, babe, I didn't even respond. I just looked at it like I'm a man. I should be able to watch porn, or I should be able to text a chick and not want her to meet up with her. I'm a man. Let me be a man. Let me grow gracefully. So she was just really into it that day. Her heart tried to grab it. She was almost about to stab herself because she's pregnant. I'm like, no. So I'm trying to tussle with her so we both don't get stabbed.
And when was that tussle?
That was, what's today's?
Monday? 13th, yeah.
That was Friday.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday she did that.
And you have videos on your phone of that, you said?
I have a video of it on phone, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was Friday. How was your guys' weekend?
It was good. I mean, it was okay.
You spent the weekend together?
Yeah, I've been like every day trying to make sure we got a good connection.
So you were home Saturday?
I was home Saturday.
Okay.
I was home Friday. I was home Saturday. Yesterday was Sunday. I wasn't home Sunday after 5:30.
Because you were at your friend's house.
Yeah.
And then you showed up what time at this house today?
Today? I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
My phone died, so I just was like, what time is it now?
Probably 8:45 or so.
I say we've been doing this deal for about since 6:37-ish.
So you have videos in your phone of her trying to hurt herself and you trying to stop her from hurting herself? Okay. Is it okay with you if we look at those videos?
Yes, I have to show you where it's at. I have to show you the video.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And that video was from Friday?
Yes.
You have no new recordings on there?
I don't have, but that's her behavior. You see it and you don't see any bruises on her. You see a beautiful girl that don't have any bruises on her. That's her behavior. Very recent. But that's not something for me to like try to get her in a place or anything like that. Whatever happened with this guy.
What's his name again?
Mark. Whatever happened with this guy, she just went to the hospital. She needed the treatment. She don't have any insurance. She don't have any ID. She don't even have a green card.
How do you know Mark came over to the house?
I had a feeling. She said, she might, have him come over.
Okay.
Something like that.
So I want to tell you what's going to happen on our side, what we're going to do. Because we can listen to everyone talk, but we have to confirm for ourselves. We have to take steps to make sure that we're getting truthful information.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Well, I videotaped it to make sure you guys, if anything, that's why I videotaped her. I was like, this is behavior not from a girl that I said I do. I need to videotape you what's going on in the world. I'm not going to call my mom. I'm not going to call my manager. Let me videotape it myself so I can show y'all her behavior. And then you'll see exactly in video.
And that's fair. And I'm not here to call you a liar. I get that.
Yeah.
Some of the things we do a lot, right? This usually takes time for us to do this. But one, cell phone information. Okay, so we have your cell phone. But one of the things we do is we go through, where was this cell phone at this time? Where did it go from there? Right? Because cell phones nowadays, you could see where they went.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in that case, we should see your phone go from your house to your friend's house, pretty much there until whatever time this morning, back over to your house, right?
Sure. Yeah, but we have two phones. The second phone was left in the house.
Well, I'm just talking about the phone you had.
Oh, the phone I had, yeah.
Okay.
That's, even if it's dead?
Yeah, absolutely. But you were also getting text messages this morning from your neighbors, so...
Yeah, but that phone just has the video.
That's fine.
That's not the phone that...
That's fine. No, I'm just talking about seeing where it is, the location.
Oh, no, yeah, that
Tracking
phone,
the location.
Yeah, no, that phone is like, it's kind of like I'll be honest, it's a cheap phone, so I didn't take that with me to John's house.
You can hear the concern in his voice when the detectives mention tracking the phone's location, as well as the hesitant way he speaks as he's rebuilding his story. It's not a very good one, and it only gets worse from here.
Which phone did you take?
I hide this phone under the mailbox, like under the neighborhood.
So you didn't take it to John's house?
No,
did you take any phone?
No.
How did you get text message from your neighbor while you're at John's house?
She texted John.
Listen to me. We can have a good conversation. Maybe there's an explanation for things. Listen, hold on. Just listen for a moment. Just listen.
You never said what phone it was.
Okay, just listen.
You just said text message.
I hear you.
To your brain.
I know. Just listen.
I'm not disrespecting.
I know, and I won't disrespect you either.
You have a career. We have a career too.
I know.
You're good at what you do. Whatever you do,
I'm
we're also capable. Okay, we're also very capable of doing what we do too. Okay.
I'm trying to have a baby.
And I'm going to treat you with respect also. You've given me no reason to disrespect you, and I'm not going to.
Yes, sir.
But I can tell you that the truth will be known. It's not the first day the two of us have been here. I'm telling you right now.
I understand that.
I'm telling you.
But I'm trying to have a baby, sir.
Okay.
I don't think that way.
Okay.
I don't process things. I process my food. I'm nice to my wife.
I guess I don't understand what you mean.
What I mean by that is that I don't live in that regular world space. You know what I mean? Me and my wife, we pray together. We don't even use a phone. We hardly use a phone. I hardly talk to my mom.
That's fine. All we've asked you is what happened physically with you.
But you didn't say what phone I use or nothing. You saying, okay, we can use the phone.
Yeah, I did. I said the phone that the officer has that you walked up to your house with in your pocket.
That's not the phone.
That's not the phone you had.
No, sir. I have got texts from John. John they text me, because I don't like anything that's people texting. I feel like that's cancerous. What are we texting about?
Well, I don't want to hear the reasoning.
Right.
What phone did you have at John's house?
I didn't have a phone.
You didn't have a phone?
I left that phone in the neighborhood.
So what phone did you walk back to your house with when our officers contacted
I
you?
didn't walk back with a phone.
You didn't have a phone with you?
No.
So where'd that officer get that phone?
I gave it to him once I received it. I hide the phone.
Where?
I don't know which street that's on, but I hide the phone on the street and I bury it because it's energy. And I don't.
One can only hope that Gray is setting up some sort of temporary insanity plea. The idea that a grown man, a financially secure actor, routinely buries his spare phone is ludicrous.
I'm actually trying to escape from using that energy with other females.
So why not take it to John's house and throw it in a room somewhere where you're not going to be around it?
No,
why are you burying it?
because I need to be focused on what me and John doing. Me and John playing football. Me and John, we working on our hearts. We working on our health. It's not for me to bring that energy to his house, because I can get, we could probably get into a an argument, or he talking about his girl, I'm talking about my girl. We just there to be friends and boys. That's all.
So
that's all. But I understand what you're saying. I respect what you guys do.
And I appreciate that. And in a person's mind, in any person, officer, anyone, an actor,
artist. I'm done with acting.
An artist. I apologize. Anybody in the world, any reasonable person, if something in their head's not making sense, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't line up. Well, you just told me that. You just told me this. Okay, there's an explanation.
Yeah.
Things just don't line up.
I just wanted you.
It just means it don't line up, man.
Well, I just really wanted you to know about our open relationship.
I get it.
I was not there,
and that's not my business.
Yeah. I was not there from about from 5:30. We have an open relationship. I'm able to talk to other girls. She's able to talk to other guys. And this guy Mark came over, and like I said, the phone was in the neighborhood. That's where it stays. I went to John's house, came back. When I came back,
I didn't come straight.
I didn't come straight. No, I didn't come straight back home. I parlayed on my phone for a little bit, and then I came home, and then my phone died. I parlayed on the phone for a little bit, to see if she called me or anything of that nature, and then that was the phone that I videotaped her, so I had to take that back to the house, because I said I cannot walk back to this house without no videotape. I could have went to Phoenix. If I was trying to hide from you guys, I could have told John to take me to Phoenix. I had my lawyer send me.
Why did you bring the phone with the videotape?
Because it's my home. I don't like anything, and it's just, this is my wife, I don't like these type of situations. I feel like as men, if there's a problem in your household and you have nothing to hide from, then show up. Or run, go to Phoenix. Don't tell nobody you're in Phoenix, and send a video. Have your lawyer handle it. But I felt like you guys will understand me and listen to me.
I'm willing to.
And that's all. The phone was in the neighborhood, so that's it with the phone.
I'm willing to, and I still want to, and we're having a good conversation. But you're talking in circles, man. You're talking about things that don't make sense, that don't add up.
What, the open relationship?
No. I'm okay with that. I mean, that's your business.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell you that's okay or not okay. I'm talking about, you went
burying a phone.
Well, that's one of the things. You went to John's. I know, but you already told me you had your phone there at John's house. I asked you if you took your phone, how many phones you had. You told me just one phone. Yeah,
because I'm looking at you and I'm realizing that you're a person just like me. Well,
conveniently, after I told you we were going to find the location of the phone.
No. I'm realizing.
You got to see how I'm seeing it.
I know, because I deal with different type of IQs and stuff like that. So when you ask me a question, I visualize that I did have a phone in hand to text my neighbor. My neighbor texts John. We're all in the same community.
Gary's story changes from one minute to the next. Earlier, he specifically said that his neighbor texted him, not John. His actions scream the fact that he doesn't want the police to see that particular phone. This is understandable, judging from the multiple pictures of women that were later found.
So I did have a phone. So when I look at you, I said, man, when you asked me, did you have a phone? I didn't get the chance to just breathe. I said, yes, I had a phone, but I didn't. I should have told you. That's what I should have did. I should have just broke it up, but you was asking so many questions. Back, to back, and I'm just trying to answer them right. So what I'm saying to you is,
Okay, so let's start over.
okay,
I know, I could feel you want to be honest. Are you a bit nervous at all right now?
I got asthma.
You got asthma?
That's all.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, trying to process food,
So,
unprocessed food as well.
Yeah.
again, we're just trying to clarify the information here. Do you have a phone number for John?
No.
You don't have a phone number for John?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, we can get it from your neighbor, right?
We're trying to figure out the situation. You need to help us
Verify what number on John.
verify what you're telling us.
But your neighbor does.
She has the number on John.
For John.
Yeah. She does. She does.
So if we get that phone, you will be able to get that number for us.
Sure.
John's number. Right?
Sure. If she,
Who does John live with?
he lives with his parents.
How old is John?
He's about, he just 19?
19. Lives with his parents. Do you know the address?
No, but Estrella, around that area.
Okay, so if I should show you a map on GPS from your house, you should be able to tell me exactly what house John lives in.
Nah, it's dark. I don't know. I
What's
just moved
dark?
out here. See, I'm from Chicago. When they,
Yeah, but you walked there, and you walked
I
home.
did walk, but you know the sun starts setting around like 5 or 6.
How many times have you been to John's house?
This is probably my second time. I don't even know this neighborhood like that. And when it gets dark, it starts to look different. As soon as the sun go down, it starts looking different to me.
So you're not able to tell me, give me John's number.
And I don't have his number. I just met him.
Not only are we expected to believe that he buries his phone like a dog hiding his favorite bone, but we're also expected to buy the fact that on the day he is accused of beating his wife, he, an actor, has gone to the house of a person he has only met once or twice to play football.
Where did he meet John?
I met him going to a CBD store, leaving out the CBD store. He was like, yo, you should try this CBD. I was like, yeah, cool. He was like, yo, we playing football at the park at this time. If you want to come through. I said, oh, this is cool. I like friends like that, you know? So I met him at the park. We walked around his block to his house. I don't know where I was at, but
So you met him, you've only been to his house twice.
like twice.
Twice you said, right? And yesterday was the second time.
What's John's last name?
I don't know him.
You don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
When was the first time you went to his house? How long ago was that?
Maybe like Monday. Like I just met him.
When?
Monday. It's like just me.
A week ago?
Yeah.
Because today is Monday.
Yeah, like a week ago.
And today was the second time you went.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been back over there.
What was the first experience like when you went to John's house last Monday? What did you guys do?
We smoked some CBD, we had a beer. Some of the ASU kids came over to play football. We played football, we worked out. And that was it. That was really it.
Do you consider him you trust him?
I don't trust him. He's kind of like, he said he was like a fan of what I do. I was like, you know.
But do you trust him?
I don't trust him. No,
You don't?
I don't trust anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you went to his house and passed out.
Yeah, definitely.
Stop right there.
Definitely.
Stop right there, man.
Definitely. I felt comfortable, really.
No. You need to stop this, what you're doing, right?
No,
I've seen detective talk to you, right?
I felt
Ernestine talk to you,
comfortable.
right? And I'm just paying attention to you and I'm listening to your argument. I'm listening to your
not an
conversation.
argument.
I'm listening
It's
to
not
your
an argument.
information that you're providing to us.
It's not an argument.
Right?
If I don't
And every time we try to verify,
health is health.
every time we
Right.
try to verify what you're telling us, you've been changing the story every
That's
single time.
life. You go to QT, do you know who's going to be at that QT gas station? Do you know how many people are going to be at that QT? If you go to Walmart, do you know
Mr.
who's going
Gray.
to... No, I'm
Mr.
asking
Gray.
you a real life question. We're real life black people. We're black, right? We're African American. That's number one. So if he's African American,
Who
and he's
is?
positive John is.
Okay.
So we're African American. Let's not forget that. So
Okay.
once we go into stores and we go to Walmart and we go to Target, we don't know who's going to attack us.
Okay.
We're just being positive civilians.
Okay.
Always. That's once you take that mask off and you go somewhere, baby arrest for your daughter, you have to be focused. You don't know what your brain is doing. All you want to do is just be good at what you do. So I'm saying I didn't trust him, but I felt that his parents are there. They gave us food. I just passed out. I passed out. I knew when I woke up, I'm like, she's gonna be mad at me. She's gonna be extremely mad. So after that, the cops.
Wait. So we'll go with that.
The cops
about
are at your door.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
I want to make sure I understand your story.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to tell you your story.
Bro.
So what's the first thing you did when you wake up? You know what time it was? About when you woke up?
What do you mean?
When you woke up at John's house.
Oh, so when I woke up, wake up. You know what I'm saying? We wake up, look at John. He playing Fortnite, whatever he playing. He like, yo, you want to go work out? Yeah, I'm like, come on then.
What time was it? About?
Like around, 5 in the morning, 5:30. And we at Estrella. We're playing football until like 6 or 7, and he gets a text. He's saying the cops at your house, but they texting me through his phone. He's like, your neighbors are texting me saying that there are cops at the house. I don't know none of the neighbors like that. They know I'm in the neighborhood. I just don't know them like that. And that's kind of that's all that happened.
Okay. So when you woke up, you said you were kind of like, is she gonna be mad?
Yeah, I knew, because she's like, where was you at last night?
Okay.
I knew she's gonna be like that. So first, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, you know what? Let me just play football, get in a good vibe, because then I could bring that back home. We work out. As men, man, we work out, we sweat, we look good, we take that back home to our woman. It don't matter what we did. It's good after that.
The detectives are trying to keep Gray on track and get straight answers out of him, but you can make out the frustration in their voices. They don't believe him, and they have to feel insulted by the poorly thought out lies.
That was really it. That was really it.
Okay.
I don't have John's number. None of that. He would call me from a blocked number because I don't have.
So where'd you meet
my
John?
phone is where it's like I don't allow people to call me. I turn it off.
Where'd you
it's
meet
called
John?
forwarding.
Where did you meet him?
It's called forwarding. I don't allow people to call.
Got it. Where'd you meet John?
CBD store.
Where's that? Ish.
CBD store is right there near Walmart. It's like near Happy Cats and Vape.
Tell me about the first time you met John.
I walked out the store. He was walking in. He's like, yo, bro. He looked at me. He seen health. He seen happiness. He was like, yo, man, what's up? He's like, yo, you should try this. It's like, you a football player, son? He's like, yeah. I think I had Candace in the car. And he was like, you know what? You should come work out with us. And that was it.
And then what happened that day when you first met him?
Nothing really. And then
So you met him at the CBD store, and then you guys parted ways.
We parted ways, and I linked up with him on Monday. I gave him my number.
He gave you your number?
Yeah, he called me from a block number.
He called you from a block number? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did he say?
He said, yo, we about to go play football. We about to go do this. We about to go do that. I said, all right, cool. He said, all right, cool. I said, let me eat some food first. Let me put some food in my stomach. Let my head process. It's on one head. It's only gonna process muscles and arms and legs.
And that was on Monday?
I can do so much. Huh?
That was on Monday?
No, that was about that weekend. I met him that weekend.
Okay.
We linked up Monday.
Okay.
And then
what phone did he call?
He called from. What phone did he call from? So he called from that phone.
The phone you have?
The burn phone that I buried. So I buried.
The phone that we have now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I leave that phone in the area. I meet him at Estrella. I see him. We start playing.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I come back. It's a rhythm. And then, I look at the phone. I parlay with the phone. That phone dies. I'm like, damn, how I'm going to show them the video? They ain't going to take this. Well, I guess you guys can charge it and I'll show you.
So it's still dead?
It's dead. Once you let me charge it, I can show you the video. I can show you.
Well,
I called her mom and said, do you want me to call the cops? This is supposed to be a wife. I said, I do too. She said, no. They'll put it on TMZ.
I don't have any problem believing you about this video, man, but we're not talking about the video. We're talking about last night.
Yes.
So you keep going back to this video. I believe you have a video.
Oh, are you saying actions? You saying actions?
You don't
You're asking my brain about
video.
actions.
Sure,
You don't trust the actions of what I've been doing. That's what you asking me. And I'm saying to you, these are the places I've been.
Okay.
That's all.
That's fair. I appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. Sorry, text bro.
When did you call her mom?
That weekend, you know what I mean? Like, what is that, Friday?
Okay.
And I told her, it's getting a little crazy, but we can work on it. And first thing my manager said, yes, last thing we need is the cops coming to the house and they putting you in arrest and stuff like that. So when she do things like that, it just make me be a better man to her. So we have good days. We've been having amazing days together. And this guy that I allow her to talk to, I maybe should not allow that. You know what I'm saying? I should have just been like, babe, I don't really have the full energy. I don't have the, because she takes a lot of energy. She's beautiful. She's short. She takes a lot of energy to function. I should have maybe said that to her.
One of the things I need to do is I need to speak to this John person, right? So that's why I'm really trying to speak to this John person, just to help you verify your own story. Does that make sense?
It's gonna be hard.
How so?
Because I don't know him like that. It's like meeting the girl at a club.
It's worth a shot, though, right? I mean, it's a pretty big deal. You're getting accused of something like that.
But bro, I ain't been accused. She never said nothing that I guarantee you she didn't say that.
She did.
She didn't say Bryshere did that. She did not say that. The firefighters took her to the hospital. And
what do you mean? How do you know that?
because I know. Of course, I know the law. The firefighters took her to the hospital. She said her husband, somebody called. Somebody used that phone and called or something. And
Use which phone?
I don't know. Whatever phone that was, Mark probably was still at the house or something like that. He used, because the phones are connected to each other. These are two phones connected to each other but different phone numbers. So who knows what Mark was doing in that house? You know what I'm saying? And after that, boom. I don't think she went to the hospital and said that. I think she went to the hospital and said that.
Unless she told our detective this statements.
I don't think that.
Until I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm telling you this.
I allow her to live with me. It's the only gas station close to Goodyear.
Last night you were there about 10ish?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you left John's house and went to the QT with what vehicle?
The vehicle, the rental, the Hemi rental.
Okay, that one that was in the driveway when we were there.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. The Hemi rental. Yes, sir.
Who was with you?
No one. No one.
Okay. So initially, see, that's another part of the story I didn't hear about. So initially, you went to John's house last night at 4:30 or 5 or something like that. You walked there or you drove there?
I drove.
You drove there.
Yes, sir.
And you stayed there until you came back this morning.
Yes, sir.
But your vehicle was in the driveway before you got home.
Yes.
How'd it get there?
So you asking me how did the vehicle? So I left the vehicle there. I didn't go in the house. I didn't want to, wake her up. I went back to John's house.
Okay. Why didn't you just drive it back to John's house?
Because it's it's good to wake up, take a walk, force yourself and challenge yourself to grow. There's nothing wrong with that.
The questioning has become a verbal tennis match. The detectives will send over a question that should have a straightforward answer, and Gray sends it back with a bizarre spin. But each time he does, the detectives are able to counter with a question that points out the holes in Gray's story.
There's nothing wrong with
What
that.
time did you drive it back to the house, he said?
I got gas and probably drove it back to the house like right after I got gas. So
Okay.
probably 10, 20-ish, 30.
Okay. But you weren't with her when you did that, when you went out to
No
QT?
one was in the car. No one. I had the music blasting. I got in the car. Got my stuff. Got the gas. Parked the car. That was it.
So you got gas, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember what pump? The gas pump?
Do I remember what pump? Gas pump could have been, but I used the car, so I didn't have to go into the cash register and say, pump 5. It was, this has been the first day with a lot of kids at this gas station. So
there.
Yeah, it was busy, so it just threw me off. I would just get the gas, and that was it. Hopped in the car and went back home. But then walked to John's house.
Because we saw that vehicle at the gas station, right?
We did.
Okay.
And that's why
See,
I asked
tell
you.
them the truth.
Who else was with you?
No one. I got in the car, and like I said, it was nobody. I didn't look back to check her. I just got in the car, turned the music up,
You didn't look back to what?
I didn't look to see if anybody was in the car or nothing like that.
Could there have been somebody else in the car?
I don't know. When you just, you know, like I said, when you just being, you know, doing things and just, you know, I don't know.
When your wife, can I call her your wife?
My girl.
Your girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Candace, when Candace is when she rides in the car with you, where does
Yes.
she ride?
She normally rides right next to me, like on the passenger seat.
Okay. When was the last time was she in that car?
Last time she was in that car, I took her to Ross. That was on Saturday. I took her to Ross. She begged me, I want to go to Ross. I need to get the cat some cat food, and I need to get some litter. So that's what she did. She got the cat food, she got the litter, and she put it in the back seat.
In the back seat.
Yeah,
Last night, you did get gas?
I did.
So do you have a credit card payment there last night?
I do.
For gas?
I should. Once you guys charge the phone, I should be able to go to my Wells Fargo account. And
Well, we can get that with your phone or
Oh
not,
yeah,
but
yeah.
okay, so you used a credit card to pay for gas.
Yes, I did.
Okay. You filled the tank all the way?
No, I normally put like $10, $15 if I'm not working.
Okay.
So I'll be like $15 in the gas, and that should last for a couple days.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're very familiar with that QT over there.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Did you go in the store or did you pay at the pump?
Man, I stopped the car and I went right into the store, and then.
What'd you go in the store for?
I went in the store to get 2 burritos, and some backwoods. I don't smoke backwoods, but John do. Some backwoods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know he smoked backwoods?
He said get him some backwoods. I got him some backwoods.
When did he tell you that?
He told me that. He called me Block. Like I said, when you know.
He called you again blocked?
Yeah, he always
Okay.
called me Block.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went in the store. Where did you pay for the gas? At the pump or in the store?
At the pump.
At the pump.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of things. Kids with dirt bikes, kids with 4-wheelers. It was like there's a lot of people outside
Yeah, it's
today.
busy. It's busy.
Yeah.
So you bought 2 transactions there. One for the food inside the store.
Yeah. One I walked in the store, and then I came back, and then I put the gas there.
Okay.
I pumped the gas.
Okay. What kind of credit card? Like Visa, MasterCard? Is it debit card or credit card?
It's a temporary card.
Temporary card.
Yeah, because my other card was chipped.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
So they sent you like a temporary one.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
These
Let me know if you
days,
need another water.
I do, please.
I'll get you water.
All right.
these days, you have, like Detective Hertenstein was explaining to you, technology.
Yeah.
With phones, GPS,
Yes, sir.
surveillance videos.
Yeah. So you should see me, at the gas station. You should definitely. That's what I'm telling the truth. You should definitely see me get gas, but I'll let you talk.
No, that's fine. It's a dialogue, so I don't mind you, interjecting and saying what you need to say.
Yeah.
But what if we tell you that we saw someone else get out of the car on surveillance video
On what surveillance video?
at the QT?
I would be like that would be
Gray is struggling to come up with an answer to this question. It's something he should have already considered because all major gas stations have security cameras these days.
I say that it'd be a surprise.
Okay.
Literally.
I'm gonna try and get a copy of that video. I don't have it here, obviously,
Yes, sir.
but I'm gonna try and get a copy of that video. And Mr. Gray, one of the things I'm trying to do, like I said, is put the
Pieces together.
together.
I respect you.
And everything that you tell me, it's my job to verify it. help me verify the information that you're providing to me, right?
Yeah. It's my home. I allow her to stay there.
No, hold on. Wait a second. The information that I want to verify is where you were yesterday. You mentioned you were at John's house.
Sir. And but Strella, like the playground.
Right. I need a phone number for John.
I don't have that phone number.
I need to know the neighbor who texted John.
One of the neighbors on the block, definitely.
Who did? Who specifically?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I know
Okay.
all of them. They all see me when I moved in. They all see me. They all know about John. John came over to the house, you know, probably like once. You know what I'm saying?
When was that?
The first time I met him, he came to the house to see the pool one time. You know, one of the neighbors seen him. I don't know which house she was at, but she was jogging with her daughter. And, oh, I know you. And that was it.
And how did she get John's number?
She had his number. She knows his parents.
She knows John's parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what house on the street she lives in?
No, she was just walking. She wasn't too far down from my house. He was coming out. She was like, John? Like, yeah, you know, it's my boy, it's my buddy. And I guess when this crime scene happened, she texted John because she knew I was with John. She just...
How did she know that?
I don't know. She just like, there's a lot of cops at Bryshere's house. I looked at it, and it's coming to me because it's my house. And I'm thinking...
Okay.
Yeah, I love her too.
Have you ever gotten into a physical altercation with Candace?
No.
In the past? Never?
But other than that, like I said, other than that day, your partner, he's not known. That's us. I could actually express it. That day, with Friday, I was trying to get the scissors out of her hand. So she bit her lip. It was getting bigger every day. And then she had a bruise on her leg because we both fell. We both fell on that concrete floor. You see the floor in the house, it's concrete. And
so I just pretty much asked if he have ever had any physical altercations with Candace. So he was just reiterating.
Well, you like 5 minutes
experience
late,
on
really.
Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were telling us about the experience on Friday with her when it got physical.
Yes. Like I said, she had a knife in her hand, and I was trying to take the knife out of her hand, and she kind of bit her lip, where her lip was swelling up for a couple days, and then she had a bruise.
She kind of bit her lip. How did that happen?
Because we both fell, because she's like this, just like this with the scissors. I'm like, you better not do it. We cannot be doing this. And I won't text no other female. I won't put you in this situation again, basically. And she was like, no, don't you come near me, because I'll cut you. But that don't need to be there, you know? She just said, don't come near me. I'm like, you're not going to just do this, and I'm not going to be able to save you. No, so I even risked my own life of getting killed, and it was a tussle. Because we could have fell, and the knife would have went to me, but the knife went in this side. You know, and she was trying to struggle with it. I finally got it out of her hand, and that was it.
You saying that was Friday?
Friday. That was it.
For someone that has been so vague about his movements, Gray is able to be amazingly descriptive of that particular altercation. Not only does his story cast doubt on her mental state, but he can also use it to account for any defensive injuries he might have on his body.
Are we able to get a copy of that surveillance video from QT?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
You should be.
I think we might already have it. I'm not sure about that, but we might already have it.
Yeah, I need to review that.
But I did learn a couple things.
Okay.
So that phone you have, that we have, that you came home with, what's that phone number?
That phone number is...
And so that's the same phone that called from the gas station last night at 10 something.
Really?
To say she was trying to say she jumped out, she was missing or something like that.
Ooh.
But that's the phone that was buried, right?
That could have been Mark calling, because, like I said, when I leave that car there, I leave that phone there, you know? and the phone is in the car. And the car's the phone. If you start the button in the car, the keys are in there already. So he's already open. So I don't know. Maybe
where was the phone buried?
He's switching this, putting this on me.
Where was the phone buried?
The phone was in the car for a little bit, and then I buried it. I put it over there in where is it at? Near Estrella.
So the phone was in the car for a little bit. So that's a new thing too, right?
Yeah.
When was?
Yeah. I've been coming.
I don't understand.
The phone was in the car.
When?
When I drove back to QT, I left the car. And I remember I went to John's house. Came back. Right. So
and that's it. And that was about the same time that phone call.
No, I got gas. I dropped the car back home. Right.
Yeah, but what time did you get gas though?
Yeah, like 10-ish. About 10-ish.
That's about the right time, yeah.
Yeah, so I got gas around 10, dropped the car back off, left the phone. I forgot that I done left the phone in the car. I can't do that. She will go through the phone. So, he got me halfway to John's house, come back, get the phone, bury the phone. So around like 10:45-ish is when I buried the phone.
So basically, what you're relying on at this point is the idea that you
halfway to John's house, which is
drove to John's house.
You know, walking distance to the Estrella Theater is probably only 20 minutes from the house.
The theater.
So that's where we're practicing at, like around there.
Oh, where the high school is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's about distance. I'm halfway walking there. I gotta come back. I come back around 10-15 minutes later. I don't see any lights on. I'm thinking she's asleep. I don't see anything in the house. So I'm like, cool. Let me hide the phone. Let me go have fun with John. Today is a brand new day. You know?
I know one thing's for sure. I don't have to run in circles to understand her story. I gotta run in circles to understand what you're trying to tell me.
Because I'm doing a lot. She's just being a girl, staying in one place. I'm going to get gas, going this place. I'm doing this.
When you went to get gas, you went to John's house. That's it.
Yeah, but I got gas and dropped the car back home. That's all. I just wanted to go to John's house and play some football.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around the idea that you drove the car back to her house, or to your house. I'm sorry, where she was.
Of course.
Park it there.
I could get a copy of this.
Yeah.
You mind if I step out?
Yeah, go please. Walk back to John's house. But you buried your phone on the way.
I left the phone in the car.
Left the phone in the car.
So
okay.
There for about 15 minutes. So I don't know if John used it to call to try to put things on me because it's all connected to my phone.
If who used it?
Yeah, Mark.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because like I said, if whatever happened, she would say.
And then at what point did you come back and get the phone out of the car?
She's Trinidad, so she doesn't speak English.
I get that.
Yeah.
So at what point did you get the phone out of the car and go bury it?
About 10:45, sir.
About 10:45.
Yes.
So 10:45 until this morning when you walked back and unburied it, the phone, the cell towers and stuff is going to show the phone there.
Yeah. Okay. But I have, you know, little friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
You know, like neighborhood kids.
Okay. What about them?
They see me buried it before.
So you think they unburied it?
As technology advances, it gets harder and harder to lie about. It is also harder to make people up out of thin air. Mark and John, if they exist, should be easy to track down. If John could corroborate Gray's story, you'd think he'd be more than willing to give the detectives the phone number or even a general street address.
It's always moving around.
Okay, and then
it's always like,
and then reburied it so that you could get it later.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the kids definitely see me buried it before.
Okay.
They always see, because they was out there too when I did it. It's like, y'all better not touch this phone. But she's just so tender. She's so tender-headed. She bruised easily. Even when we have sex, she bruised. So I know that if they got into a fight, it don't look cute.
Where does she bruise when you have sex?
Like if I grab her waist, you can see my fingers on her waist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's from Trinidad, huh?
Yeah,
I haven't spoken to her myself. Does she speak good English?
she does.
Pretty clear?
She does.
And we established that the reason she would tell officers that you did this
It's to slap in the face to say, you know, stop it. You know, it's time for us to just be us. You know, no insiders, no outsiders. And
Stop what? What do you think she's trying to tell you? Stop.
Stop the cheating, I guess. Stop.
Gray even refers to seeing other women as cheating, reinforcing the fact that he and Jim Dar do not have an open relationship, as he has tried to claim. Although they don't say anything about it, you can be sure that the detectives are picking up on these verbal slips.
The cheating, stop the texting, stop the
Why don't she just tell
open
you?
relationship.
Why don't she just talk to you about that?
Because, you know, she can talk to me about anything, but she just wants to be supportive. She don't want to.
This isn't very supportive, telling the cops that you did this stuff to her.
Yeah, that's not supportive, but at the same time, she don't have a green card, so she does not want to get deported, you know, and that's a big thing with her. She does not want to get deported. And I'm like, I'll take the fall, you know, but at the same time, if I take the fall, you have to see the video. And
Well, I don't want you to take the fall for anything you have done.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone doing
that's
that.
my wife. I just don't want her. I put myself in a situation. As a man, I just gotta. I don't know what's next with this.
Here's what I can tell you. I'll say this, and I don't know where my partner stands on this. Okay, I won't speak for him. I'm just going to speak for me. I don't believe you, and that's just me being honest and in a respectful way. I'm not being disrespectful. Okay,
Okay.
I don't believe you.
It's okay.
And we do.
We're on the same page with that.
And we do-
Because it's not, I'm trying to figure it out. It's not adding up.
You guys, you're detectives. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to help you put the
Yeah.
story together.
Because
but
this is going to line up for us. It's going to, because we're going to track the phone locations, right? Put the phone numbers
Phone
together.
guy, remember the phone?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All the phones, you know.
Okay.
With the vehicle locations, surveillance, and everything like that.
Okay.
Because that stuff doesn't lie, right? It just doesn't lie. And I'm pretty sure there's ring cameras around your house too, to help us show you coming and going. You know, like neighbors have ring cameras.
Sure.
So that'll show, and obviously I haven't done that yet because it's still early, right? But that'll help us say, okay, yep, there he is. He parked right there. You know what I mean? He drove past.
All my neighbors, but my neighbors on my block. See, the neighbors like down the street may have them, but my neighbors on my block don't do surveillance like that.
This is a doorbell. A lot of people have them. Shoot, it costs like nothing nowadays. Just a
There's
doorbell.
nobody. You see, the doorbells is like so it's like a harness, and then you go into the door. So my house is the only one that like kind of open.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see what's there and what's not.
Okay.
So what I'm telling you is this is gonna pan out. We don't throw something to the side until it makes sense. We don't put a bow on it until it makes sense.
That's why I want to show you the video.
Okay.
To show you
and
her
we'll get
mental
there.
state.
We'll get there at some
'Cause
point.
you know, a lot of girls go through.
We'll get there at some point. But right now, what I'm concerned about is last night's events.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe her mental issues. Like I said, she was trying to kill herself about 2 days. I'm professional. I don't think like that. She's going through mental issues. So this is.
That may be true.
That's why I'm showing you the video, because
Yeah,
that's
that may be
showing you
true.
Her IQ is, you know, who Yaz texts, who I text, you know, what girl I seen that day. You know, she don't know if I ran into a girl and gave her my number that day when I went to Walmart or something like that. She's insecure because I can get any girl I want type of thing. So she's like, she don't know what I'm doing. 'Cause I cheated on her before. She don't know if I walk away from you guys and I text Shorty and say, meet me here. Because I've done it plenty of times and came back home. And she never knew about it. So she's so, you know, in that mode too. You know? I really just want her to get looked at. And I want to talk to her about it when we get home. And just, we ain't gonna, you know, we ain't gonna have you guys come into the house anymore. We should not have you guys come to the house anymore. And that's just what it is. I'm sorry you guys gotta actually, like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
You know, like put your all in this and.
Oh shoot! Don't be sorry. We this is a voluntary job. I mean, if I don't like it, I can leave. But this is what we do, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's forcing me to do anything.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Like if she's mentally going it, then maybe she jumped in the car and didn't even tell me she was in the car, like, or she was already in the car. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Maybe she was hiding from him. She's in the car. I don't know. And I'm just going to get some backwoods. I'm all happy. She's all like, you know what I'm saying?
I would rather.
I know how she thinks.
I can't make you do anything. We're certainly not here to try. I would rather have a discussion. I would rather coming here have a discussion with you about what happened and how, and maybe there's an explanation and how you can help me understand. But we're not there. We're just not getting
I'm
there.
probably the most positive, motivating person. I motivate everybody I meet.
You seem like a motivated person.
I give them the chance to hear themselves. That's the talent I have. That's why people hire me, because I give them. I help that.
At the end of the day,
yes, sir.
As the detective is explaining to you, it will add up for us, right? So let's think forward a little bit.
Okay.
Right. Once we have all the information that we're currently working on right now, and it shows everything that you're telling us is not true. Think about that for a second, without even responding. Just think about that for a second.
So you're saying that I did. So if you go and look at the video at QT, and you don't see me get out the car, right? Okay. That's not true. I told you I went to QT.
Right, but there's other stuff.
Okay, so if you check the phone and you see that the phone was in one location, the neighborhood location, the whole time while I'm at John's house, that's not true, because I said that was true. I said that's where it was.
Gray doesn't seem to understand that just because his story is sprinkled with bits of truth doesn't make the whole thing true. Saying, look, I told the truth about this one thing isn't going to make the detective suddenly stop asking questions and decide to let you go. His separation from basic reality is a little concerning.
Can you help us find John?
Like I said, bro, it's like me meeting you today. I don't know where you live. We got a good vibe. Like, I feel like we could be, if I met you out in person, I'd be like, yo, what's up, bro?
Absolutely.
He's a good dude.
The thing is, you told me you met John.
And she's pregnant. That's one other thing.
Hold on. You told me you met John. You and John had a connection. John went to your house. You went to John's house.
Yes.
More than once.
Twice.
You felt so comfortable with John, with that connection, you passed out, slept at his house.
Yeah, CBD, good food. Catch the itis. You know how we get? We eat food, we get sleepy. We pass out. You know? We got in the pool. It was just relaxed. The body feel good. You feel good. You ain't feel like this yesterday.
But you can't tell me how to get in touch with John.
I don't know him like that. He has my number.
But the neighbor down the street knows him well enough and knows John.
The neighbor in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You said down your street, right? I was walking with her daughter.
Yes, she's one of these
That neighbor knows John well enough.
Yes, sir.
And knows you well enough to know that both you and John are friends. So she texts John that police were at your house and John relayed that information to you. And you were at John's house this morning. But you can't tell me, with that relationship and that history and that tight circle that you have, there's no way you could tell me how to make contact with John. No way whatsoever.
No, because life ain't life is unexpected. You know.
Is there a way to contact that lady who you said text?
I don't know.
John.
If I seen her, I'll know her. If I seen her, I would know, like, oh, that's the lady that said what's up to John that day. They only seen me outside probably like 2, 3, 4 times. So every time I come outside, there's nobody outside. It's too hot. So when I'm outside with John, she just luckily we ran into each other. That's all. John is about my height. He's loud.
So you're saying that, did you go into anything that Candace said? Do you have any injuries on you or scratches or anything like that?
I have football injuries.
Do you mind if I take a look? Do you mind standing up and showing me?
Yeah.
You okay? Is that from football?
Yeah. So, my knee, man. Right here, man.
Where's that from?
Trying to get me down.
And this was with who? With John?
John and some ASU guys. You know, I compete with the football players.
Where do you get that from?
I'm wide receiver, so
This one right here.
I'm wide receiver, so get off me. You know how they try to push on you? This dude got long nails. Like, yeah, get off me. So
Where else? Where else? Do you have any injuries on your shirt? On your chest area? Where you get that one on your right side?
Oh, probably when I got tackled.
So all of that is from, you don't need to, you can sit down now. So all of that is
Yes,
from
sir.
football.
Yes, sir.
Those injuries are not consistent with, scratches from playing football.
No, I mean, can I stand up again?
Because I've had those injuries before.
No, can I stand up?
Similar injuries. You know how I obtained some of those injuries that are very similar?
How?
Getting over a wall.
No. Hell no. Well, I
No?
do that too. Yeah, I do that.
You do that?
Yeah.
When was the last time you were over a wall?
I do that all the time.
When was the last time you were over a wall? Those scratches are fresh, like they happened today.
When the last time? I always do it, especially at night. Because
Okay.
it's like gymnastics.
Okay. When was the last time you were over a wall? Those scratches look very fresh.
Maybe last night to come back.
To come back to the house last night?
Yes, sir.
What time?
Not sure. Not sure at all.
So,
But yes, I do it like
so you came back, you didn't go through the front door, you went over the wall?
no. To get over to cut the distance. Sometimes that's what you do to cut the distance.
So you went over the wall. Which wall was that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what wall that was. But yeah, no, this is not from wall. This is not from wall.
Well, look at it.
Yeah, it definitely is. Look,
I see it right
yeah.
here.
If I'm like this, a wide receiver, a cornerback in ASU, it's like, okay, yes, you think you gonna catch this ball?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got no equipment on, and he got long nails. So I'm like, get over it.
Let's look
That's
at it.
nails.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
8.
nails. That's
8 nails.
No, but we all playing football.
8 nails. That's at least
Not
8.
8 nails, but different locations of. You see, this one is longer.
They're all consistent. They're going in the same direction.
Yes, but this I always do the same
Hold on
thing.
a second. They're
Yes,
going
sir.
in the same direction.
Yes, sir.
Right? And
Yeah.
that's, as I explained to you before,
Yeah.
I've sustained some of those injuries before. And it's
Yeah.
by getting over a wall.
But you're a police officer.
But
That's just like football players. It's the same. You got big thighs, so your workout could be the same workout for an athlete. You
Right.
gotta understand, we both move and we're alive.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if
Hold on.
somebody is sticking me, somebody is on top of me, a cornerback, and he's like, you know what I mean? That's what it is. But yes, I do jump walls because it cuts the distance and it's funner.
So, tell me, when was the last time you jumped over a wall?
I'm not sure.
But you did it last night. You said you did
Yes,
it
yes.
last night to get back into the
Yes,
house.
I don't want to give you a false alarm. I just want to let you know, you are right. I do jump the wall, but this is from the wall, not this.
Which one is from the wall?
This is from the wall.
Okay.
This is from the wall. Not
And that was last night.
yes.
Okay. And that was to get back into the house.
Yes.
Okay.
When was that? Because I missed that part. You said
And I
you,
do that to go to John's house too sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you parked your car.
Mhm.
We went through the whole night.
Yeah, no, he
Park
said,
your
no,
car
he said, let me see your injuries. That's
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
said. And I told him,
Well, I'm talking about when you jumped the wall.
no, but he said, these look like wall injuries.
Okay.
I never said anything
I don't
about
care.
wall.
I'm just trying to figure out when this happened. We went through the
Okay,
whole night.
okay, yeah.
You parked your car after you got back from QT.
Mm-hmm.
You left.
Yeah.
You came back, got your phone.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes
I
later.
had to jump the walls to even get back that time.
That's when you jumped the walls.
I jump the walls all the time. Especially
No, last night. When did you jump the walls?
And I do it sometimes during the day. I ain't even gonna hold you. Sometimes I swim in people's pools.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but
Okay. So
yeah. I was like, hey, you know what I mean? This is
you jumped
new.
your wall to get. Okay. So when you came back, when you parked your car there, where did you walk? Down the sidewalk? You jumped your wall?
Where did I walk? On the street. It's pitch black. Just go straight. You know?
So you didn't jump any walls that time?
Yeah, I jumped the walls to get closer to John.
Okay, like through backyards, you mean? Or
Backyard, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm hopping over the backyard to get to the overside.
And then when you came back to get your phone, were you jumping walls then too?
Always, because it cuts distance.
Okay.
And it's hot outside. You will get a heat stroke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after you got your phone, you left again. You jumped some more walls.
Yeah. Do I bury it?
You buried it. Okay.
Yeah, I jumped some more walls.
Jumped some more walls. You buried your phone.
Yeah.
You always bury it in the same place?
I do, but the kids, when I did bury it, I'm surprised. It is late outside, but they're outside.
I'd love to know where this was, because if I could go out there and find some fresh dirt where you buried this phone, that would help verify your story.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's always in the same place.
You know,
right?
the construction site where the construction workers are, right across, like around that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you went to John's house and you stayed there until this morning.
Yes, sir.
We're getting a little bit more each time, right?
Why did you not tell us that you went back to the house and you had to jump the wall to get back into the house? Why did you not tell us that?
I don't know, man. I should have said that. But I'm thinking like,
What is the... You got some, like a face mask?
Oh no, it's sunscreen, so I'll be playing football.
Gotcha.
You know, you get the sun, you want the sun to hit your face.
Oh, no,
You
it's
have a good
smart.
day.
It's smart.
You know, you leave work, you want to put on that outfit, you know?
Yeah. No, it's smart. I just
Yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
That's all.
Because some people do like the skin, what is it, skin...
Oh yeah, I should have been dried off though. I'm surprised.
Most of it's gone. There's just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm jumping walls. Sometimes I swim in people's pools.
So when you went back inside, where was Candace? Last night when you went back inside, what was she doing?
I didn't go back inside. When I came back, you guys are out there.
No, you said you jumped the wall
Mm-hmm.
and went back to the house, right?
To John's house.
No, you told me.
No, he just asked me. He just asked me about. So you've been jumping walls. You've been jumping walls. So you jumped.
You
walls?
told me that you went back to your house last night and you jumped the wall to get in there.
Gray keeps adding to his story, but the problem when you do that is it is harder to get things to line up correctly, and you have to fill those gaps with even more lies. His story was flimsy to begin with, but now it's practically in shreds.
No, not to get in the house. I jumped the walls to get back to my house. I'm sorry to say, but to get to my house, I'm jumping the walls. So when I'm leaving John, I'm jumping the walls. It's about daylight now. I'm still jumping the walls to get back to my house to talk to y'all.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
I wasn't going to jump over my own fence and y'all think I'm Mark or something or whoever. I'm like, no, I'm going to go over and talk to y'all. I don't know what's going on. I ain't jumping over my neighbors and getting into my own land.
Did you...
That's all. You said you did. You said you did.
Yeah.
And you said you've done it multiple times.
Yeah.
Because it cuts the distance.
But the thing is, you guys were there.
And you said you did that last night to go back to the house.
I didn't go back to the house last night. I came back when you guys found me. And I went to the house. That's when I came back. So that's why I'm jumping back. You get it? So I'm jumping back during that time. Any other time without the cops, yes, I'm getting back in the house from jumping over the walls. You know what I'm saying? It's what do you say? It's Arizona.
Okay.
It's a travel place. It's like you at the Grand Canyon.
So because you knew the officers were at the house, you didn't want to be jumping walls and looking like you were doing something.
Yes, yeah. I didn't want y'all, like, if the neighbors complained about it,
Okay.
or if something happened, I just didn't want to be that culprit, the one that was jumping the walls. So I just didn't.
So when your phone was buried between like 10, what would we say, like 10:30, 10:45, something like that, until you went and got it this morning. You not worried about dirt getting in it and everything like that?
Nah.
Okay.
Because I got insurance, so I feel like I get a new phone every month.
Okay.
And it's like
it still
$20.
seems easier to me just to like throw it in a cabinet or something, right? Like,
She'll
you get
find
to your
it.
friend's house. No, like
She'll
at your
find
friend's
it.
house. At your friend's house.
Oh, your friend's house?
Yeah. Take it, throw it in the cabinet, sound like a time, and turn it off. I'm not even messing with my phone until the
But
morning.
you don't trust them, though. You want to be aware of everything you're doing, and you trust them. There's nothing bad going on. It's still A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's just.
So it's the second time you've been to John's house.
Yeah.
But you bury your phone out there all the time.
Near the house. So that the phone is like near the crib, like Estrella where the construction is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where else do you go that you buried out there so you don't take it with you?
Man, I mean, the kids see me bury it. The kids that be at the playground, they see me bury it. And I
Well, shoot, man.
Sometimes I bury it.
You were just worried that John might take your phone. You're not worried about these kids taking your phone?
No, I trust the kids though, because I know that it's a burn phone. There's nothing on it. It's just like.
But you're worried about John taking your phone.
I don't know him. I'm not worried about.
So who cares if he takes it? You just told me it was a burner, man.
I'm saying that what I'm trying to say is, you don't need a phone because a phone is going to make you unaware. I'm from Philly, so if people getting killed for looking down at their phone, they look around and getting shot. So I'm saying I don't need to be in that situation. And one, I got to protect my image and protect what I do. So I need to be aware and conscious at all times.
Okay.
I don't need a phone. You my phone, John. What you want to talk about, John?
So would
Go over
anybody
here, John. Okay, come. All right.
would anybody have used that phone
Uh-huh.
between while I was buried from
Yes,
time you
sir.
buried at 10 something?
Yes, sir.
Till you got it this morning.
Yes, sir.
Would anybody have used that phone for any reason?
If they charged it.
Only so that phone should not have been used.
No.
Because if somebody used it, that means they went, unburied it, used it, and
And that don't seem.
then buried it
seem
again
true.
for you to get.
That don't seem true. And the thing is, it was dead when I picked it
Because
back
when the
up.
officers were at your house
Mhm.
before you got there,
Okay.
they called that number, that phone,
Mm-hmm.
and talked to presumably you inside your house about
I'm
coming
black,
out.
but that ain't me.
Well, what I'm
That
saying,
ain't me.
what
I'm black though.
I'm
black
what
though.
I'm saying is somebody was using it. So
Okay.
the piece I'm trying to fill in here isn't whether or not the person that was using your phone was black, but the person that was using their phone was using the phone. Period. Anybody. It was buried. Right. So when they talked to somebody on the phone,
What did they say? What did they talk to?
well, I
them
didn't
about?
have the phone conversation, but it was on that number, right? So after they talked to that person that was pretending to be you, they went back out there and buried it again, so that when you were walking home this morning, you could unbury it and bring it home with you.
That don't make sense.
I know.
Here, Gray is probably the most honest he has been during this entire interview. His story doesn't make sense, not from any angle. Jim Dar's story, on the other hand, lines up perfectly with corroborating facts.
I don't. That part of the story don't make sense.
I know.
I don't know if that's even true. How can somebody talk on that phone if it's dead?
Well, I suppose if it was dead, they couldn't. I'm not
Yeah.
telling you.
I know.
I'm not telling you how it works. I'm
I
just
understand.
telling you the steps that I know. I know a phone call was made on that phone to somebody while they were outside your house
Can
talking
you get a
to somebody.
recording of that? Did he record it? Did the officer-
I'm sure. We record everything.
If he recorded it, then maybe we can
recorded everything.
Maybe we can figure something out as far as I find my iPhone.
So you and my partner talked to my partner mentioned a little bit before I stepped out about thinking ahead and looking forward.
Yeah.
And I talked to you a little bit about the steps that we on our side are going to take to help establish these facts, right? Or to
Yeah,
help.
you're not just gonna do that.
Yeah. So looking ahead, thinking forward,
Did she get treated yet?
knowing what we're gonna. That's the other half of our job, right? That's how we take care of things. So
Alright. I know she's been probably in the
knowing that
over
that's
there.
where we're headed with this investigation,
Yeah.
and we sit down, we have another conversation with you later. Okay, let's imagine later we sit down, we have another conversation, and we tell you, listen, Mr. Gray, this is what we saw. This is what we found out between neighbor cameras or GPS on your phone. All that stuff we talked
Did
about.
the cops, so I was gone when probably the cops were there. Did the cops see the vehicle in the driveway? Because if they seen the vehicle in the driveway, that tells you that I'm telling the truth. Because, like I said, I dropped the vehicle back home and I went back to John's. But he was on the phone. You saying that he
Well,
was
it
talking to
doesn't.
somebody.
That doesn't tell me that you're telling the truth. What it tells me is that the vehicle was in the driveway and that wherever you were was
Because
either
he was
in the house or on
that
foot
phone,
somewhere.
Because that phone don't add up with what she's saying. If somebody called off that phone, he's saying that.
None of
conversation-
this, Mr. Gray. None of
No.
this adds up.
That's the only piece of the story
No,
that I feel like that doesn't add up.
For you, based on what you're laying out for us, but I
Yeah.
can tell you right now, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, on this side of the table, none of it adds up.
If you look at the video, I went to the QT. Let me just say this.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah, you'll see me at the QT. You'll see me pump gas. You ain't gonna see anything else. You see me walking out of my house. You may see that. You may see those videotapes of me walking out of my house because some people don't have those tapes.
Some people don't.
Yeah, and then you may not see that. And then what you may see is me hopping over fences or something like that to get to John's house. Maybe. What you may see.
Someone called, by the way. Someone called and said, hey, someone just jumped over my fence. I don't know who. Someone called.
What you may see is the video that I'm going to show you, which is going to support her mental health.
Have you ever used the name Mark before?
No. Not at all. My name is Bryshere Gray.
You've never used the name Mark before. What if I tell you, right?
Yeah.
Potential, like we're thinking ahead again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Down the road.
Yeah.
History to show that whenever you check into hotels, you use the name Mark before.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're ordering food, we have information.
I don't order food.
We have information that lead us to believe that you have used that name Mark.
The detective has let Gray bury himself up to the neck in lies before he dropped this particular nugget of information. It looks like Mark may not even exist, which calls John into question as well.
Before.
Never.
And it's consistent with...
I don't order food. My girl cooks food.
Mr. Gray, it's consistent with you using this name Mark again, making this phone call from that location.
Mark is a common name, sir. I don't use, if anything, when I did this TV show, you see, look, I'm from the TV show Empire. I know you know. I would use aliases.
Okay.
I wouldn't use Mark. I would use other aliases so they don't know. You can hear my voice and you can tell it's me sometimes. You dig me? So I'm like, I would need to use a different name back then. Now that she cooks for me every day, I cook for her every day. We don't.
So you're saying,
in Chicago.
I'm trying to track the conversation about the phone call.
Yeah,
I wasn't in here.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But you're saying when I came and I sat down, you're saying,
yeah.
So he's putting it on me. He's trying to put it on me.
Yeah.
Who are you making reference to trying to put this on?
Because if I found this out, I'm looking for him.
Now hold on.
He going down.
Who are you saying is trying to put all of this on you? Because Mark.
Yes.
Because you're saying Mark dialed from your call the police from your number.
He had to when I left the phone in there, but I don't understand.
So Mark's fingerprint should be on your phone, yes?
It should be. Should be.
Mark,
or at least somebody. Right?
Yeah. Or if he's smart, you wipe it down. I don't know what type of street smart he has. I don't know if he is street smart.
But you didn't wipe it down.
Hell no. I didn't wipe it down once I digged it up out the ground.
Still covered in dirt?
Still covered in dirt, but we don't know how street smart this guy is because you know why? He did all this and it's still y'all still don't believe me, so I feel like he is smart. He'd been in this situation before. He knew how to manipulate the evidence because we talking about me, somebody that showed up and tried to show y'all something of what's going on instead of somebody that's missing. That's just like a murderer walking freely.
But while you were out getting gas,
on that.
But while you were out getting gas,
yeah,
you're telling me that Mark called from your phone to report her missing.
That phone was used only for YouTube at that time, to play music, and that was it. Play songs. When I got back to the house, parked the car, left the phone in the car, went to John's house, came back, buried the phone. Yeah, somehow fences, because it's not cheaper, but it's faster. That's all.
Okay, well,
it's a long day.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna be a long day. I blew my wife.
Do you guys have rough sex?
Sometimes.
Last night, did you? Or yesterday?
We always do.
Okay, what's rough?
Anything. Because she's tender. She's tender.
Well, what do you mean? Like what? Just, you said sometimes. Describe your version of rough.
You want to really hear this?
Yeah, it's kind of important.
Alright, hitting it from the back, you know, that's really it.
Okay. But any rough stuff, like she wants you to slap her or hit her, she hits you?
I mean, sometimes she like me to slap her up. She like that.
On her butt?
No, she likes to slap her face.
Her face?
She likes that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
did you yesterday?
Every time she wants it. Did she want it yesterday? No.
Okay.
No.
She didn't ask you to. How do you know when she wants it?
She said slap me.
She tells you to. Okay. Anything else, like choking? I know there's a lot of that kind of stuff.
No, I don't do that.
Okay. What about her to you?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I might do this from the back. That's it.
Okay. What's that? Around the neck, shoulders? What are you talking about?
Shoulders, like the whole thing. Sometimes I might just grab a whole neck.
Okay.
Gray must have caught himself and remembered that she is going to have fresh bruising around her neck. What he doesn't realize is that it is possible to tell the hand position and if that is compatible with the situation he described.
Like that.
Okay. How do you know if you're squeezing too hard around her neck?
I don't get off on her. I just get off on, you know, her liking that person.
No, but I mean, how do you know, like, so that you know that it doesn't get to that point, like accidentally, I'm saying?
Oh, I never did it. I'm tender. That's supposed to be your wife.
Okay.
That's your wife.
Did you do that yesterday when you guys had sex?
Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't like, you know, nothing crazy. You know, I never go like that.
Okay.
That's just crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she confront you about anything? Was she mad at you about anything?
She's always mad about a girl or mad about something, you know? It's never,
What was she mad about yesterday?
She's a smart female, man. She's very smart, you know?
What was she mad about yesterday?
She's just, you know, if she see me texting, she's like, what you doing? You're not texting girls, are you? I'm like, no, I ain't texting nobody. I'm not worried about that.
And that's what, yesterday?
That's like every day. That's our language.
No, I know, but I want to focus on what happened yesterday, man. What was yesterday? What was her deal yesterday?
That's our language. When I'm talking to you, it's because I'm getting here. When I'm free, I'm free. I get to say what I want. I get to do what I want. It's my world. So that's our language. That's how our health get down. If you're around somebody like this, and I'm looking at you, I'm giving you life when you look at me in the eye. It's you allowing me to be that vessel, because every man is like Jesus. You allowing my body to be used as a vessel.
I just want to know what she was mad about yesterday.
All right, I mean, she always mad about something, but like I said, she's a smart woman. She always want to keep my attention.
So what did she do yesterday? What did she tell you yesterday, physically, with her mouth? What did she say yesterday?
She's just like, you better not be texting those girls.
Okay, and then what did you say back?
I said, cool.
That was it? Was that before the sex or after the sex?
That's before and after sometimes.
Yesterday?
Yeah, I go in the bathroom, I got my phone in the bathroom, I come out the bathroom. What she says is, you texting them girls? You better be texting them girls. Okay, cool. I ain't texting nobody.
Okay. So you guys had this conversation before and after sex yesterday?
Yeah, I listened to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we do is shown on television through different movies, different mediums. You have cops, you have,
CSI,
fire.
Right.
Yeah.
So you probably understand what fingerprints, the potential that fingerprints could bring to an investigation to show that a person touched an item. Same thing with DNA, to show that they were at this particular location. Can you explain to me,
Yes, sir.
why your DNA would be on a chunk of hair that's under the bathroom in your house that belongs to her?
Yes.
How do you explain that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I'm in the bedroom. Now, you know the bedroom setup is the bathroom. It's the bedroom, it's the cats. I tell her all the time, stop combing your hair so much. You're breaking your hair off. I didn't marry you because you want to shorten your hair. I married you because you have long, beautiful hair. Yes, she's tender-headed as well. I try not to pull her hair while we have sex, but I just can't help it sometimes. But with that, she's combing her hair, and she's like, babe, look. I'm like, well, this ain't a lot this time. You know, she does that a lot. When she comb her hair and without wetting it, it comes out. So what I did was, I put it on the sink. When she gave it to me in my hand, I put it on the sink, and then I put it in the drawer. Because I want her to remember, you don't want to keep stressing your hair out. Stop. I told her, you take care of everything but your hair. Take care of your hair. I tell her that every day. I say, babe, take care of your hair. You don't got to worry about anything else. Just take care of your hair. You worried about everything else, but taking care of your hair.
So whenever that hair would come out,
Yes.
does it cause an irritation to her head like it was yanked out?
Sometimes she's watching TV, which we just got cable. We didn't have cable. Let me say this. We didn't have cable our whole relationship. We don't watch cable. She didn't even have a phone until like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, that's something to think about. She's not having a phone. She's not having no phone for about 3 weeks. You know, I'm just giving her a phone because our connection, we had too many people involved in our life. We just needed to get away from that.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
And we got away from that. And so while she's watching TV, she's combing her hair. And just like the F1 Savannah cat, scratches her and bites her sometimes. She tells me, like, Simba just bit me in the butt. And I say, Simba, he's a wildlife animal. I take him out the room. And that's what I do. I have 2 cats, 1 dog. So she's combing her hair. You can even ask her to comb.
I get it.
You can ask her to comb her hair.
She comb the hair out, right?
Yes, sir. She combed the hair out.
So, which neighbor?
Lots of women shed heavily when they comb their hair, but very few actually pull it out by the roots when doing so. It's also hard to believe that he would put a wad of that hair in a drawer in an attempt to get her to take better care of her hair. But in this complicated fiction that he has woven, it is probably one of the easier points to overlook.
Which neighbor has John's phone number?
Bro, I literally would tell you if I knew. I would say, this house right here. This is, you know what I mean? Just like the dirt bikes. Like the dirt bikes that ride around that's not street legal, they get on my nerves sometimes.
It's a simple question, man. You talk to this neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
She called John.
Mm-hmm.
Which neighbor is it?
I don't know. Like I said, I just moved around here. Is one Trump supporter across the street from me? I don't like Trump.
Okay.
That's the only one that I don't really be fond of.
It's not that neighbor then?
It's not.
Is it to the side of you?
I only noticed 2 people since I moved here.
So you don't know?
No.
But she knows John?
Mm-mm.
How she got his number?
Oh, not Candace doesn't know John.
No, your neighbor.
But she did. She knows John.
Your neighbor.
Neighbor knows John.
How does she know John?
Her parents. His parents, not her parents. His parents.
You need to use the bathroom or anything?
I'm good.
So you said where she lost her hair from, there's no irritation there, no redness or anything like that when she combs her hair?
When she combs her hair,
like the loss of hair that you're talking about. The loss of hair that's
she combs the edges.
The loss of hair that's in, like, where we just talked about.
Yes, for a regular person, that'd be a lot of hair, but for her, that's just every day. That's every day for her. And irritation, yes, when you pull on her hair when we having sex, she's like, babe, you gotta stop, you know what I mean?
So you think there's an irritation to her hair or head now?
Period. When I first met her,
So there's irritation to her head now from her hair loss?
No. It's irritation from, like, when we have sex, and sometimes I pull her hair.
Did you pull her hair recently?
I always do when we have sex, but I don't. It's like she said, you gotta be lightly. So I do it lightly. I don't do it where her head is bleeding or something like that, but her.
Not to the point where we pull out.
No, she pulls when she combs her hair. She'll give me the hair, and I'll just put it up somewhere. I don't just throw it away. I'm like, African American women, they buy this type of hair. You need to take care of your hair. That's all. I'm trying to answer all y'all questions that y'all want to know.
I know. I appreciate it.
We're just trying to at least leave the room with some understanding, right, of what you reported to us, because we have to.
I didn't even get to make a report.
We have to keep going back and forth.
I didn't even get to make a report of anything. Y'all said, put the suit on him. Y'all didn't even give me the chance to. You know, there's been people using the phone. You said allegedly. She knows where I buried the phone as well. Maybe she said something to him. He probably buried that phone over blah, blah, blah. He probably using that damn phone. I told her where I buried it.
You told her?
Yeah, I told her.
Where did you tell her you buried it?
Right where I told you, near the
Well, you
park,
didn't. You just
construction.
told me it's around
Oh,
there. How'd she find it?
There's a house right there, the first house.
So if you're sitting down and you're talking to her, telling her where you buried it.
I don't have to sit down and talk to her.
Well,
She's me. That's my wife.
In the final moments of the interview, Gray says that he told Jimdar where his phone is buried. Why? The whole point of burying it was supposedly so she couldn't go through it. If she knows where it is, she can just go dig it up, which means the whole process is pointless. Gray is a prime example of a person who is incapable of lying effectively. He may say that Jimbar isn't able to make herself understood very well in English, but she gets her story across more clearly and more accurately than Gray. Bryshere Gray pleaded guilty to a charge of aggravated assault in February 2021. Other related charges against him, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and kidnapping, were dropped. Gray received 10 days in jail plus 3 years of probation. Terms of his probation included not being able to drink any alcohol and to not have any contact with the victim in any form unless approved by the Adult Probation Department in Arizona.